Hello, hello!
Howdy. Hey.
So, Darian, are you
Mhm.
excited
For?
to go back to the stars?
I guess we have to, don't we?
It's the last one. It's the last entry in the Adastra
Yeah.
franchise.
That's not the one I want.
Look, it hasn't been 7 years since they got on the boat.
It's true, though. We were stuck on the boat, and I guess we're not on a boat in this one.
No.
But Neferu's not here, so, like, what's
No.
even the point?
I've heard that this game... I know very little about this game.
Okay.
I've been told that it is a midquel and not at the same time, so I don't know what that means.
I mean, there were periods of time that were large time skips.
Exactly. I like to think this is
So-
one of the last, because they mentioned, like, oh, they visited the moons
Yeah.
during that last bit of the game. It
Okay.
just skips over that.
Yeah. And
So I assume that's this, but I don't really know.
Yeah.
This is a cute main.
It's
menu,
just
though.
really good.
It's really cute.
I dig the vibes. I would love, well, I would maybe have this as a like dynamic wallpaper, like for my computer, but for my home one, so that I don't take my laptop out and open it in public and have people see this as my wallpaper. So
What's wrong with that?
nothing's wrong with it.
I still have the stadium CG from Echo as my phone background.
Oh, I know. And your lock screen is fucking Torihiko.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
So I know.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's my eternal summer.
Yeah, it really is. The summer that you will never forget.
It was a summer that changed my life.
Ugh. Got you so young. So young.
Really do.
But here we are, Interea. Is that how it's pronounced? Is that the proper pronunciation?
Yeah. Wait, where's...
Masu? Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Okay. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
We're out here.
So we'll click start though. Yes.
Man, that look as nice as that opening screen was.
Yeah.
It was really making your computer work for it.
Yeah. Well, you know, my laptop is actively killing itself, which is fun.
It's true.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure we play as Marco still.
Okay. Pretty sure. I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
If it's a mid-quel and it's
I'm pretty sure this is still a Marco Amicus.
Yeah. So Marco
kind of a
wouldn't have
thing.
left yet.
Yeah. So that's the plan then.
Oh, it's right here.
We just going straight.
Hey.
Okay.
Welcome back, I guess. And I think it's the same portrait, but it looks a little darker. The CG
Yeah.
looks darker overall, and I don't know if that's my TV or if that's the actual.
It's true. I mean, your
The
TV
CG.
is stupid.
It's not my TV.
Yeah. The TV in this household is stupid.
Correct.
There you go.
It functions better than my one in the one in my room is the one I used to have in the living room
Mhm.
at my old place.
Yeah.
And that would get a little wiggly woggly sometimes as well.
Oh, it's
So-
fine. It's fine. The dragon floats at a single isolated point in the vast universe. You know that whenever I speak, it is with the utmost respect. Don't you know all? If that was sarcasm, you would know. So why ask? I was trained to speak with unfamiliar beings whose existence escapes my comprehension. You do not need to accommodate me. There's a pause. Actually, why are you distracting me like this, you know? The Galanians? Galanians were actually easier to speak to. Apologies. It is not my place to speak on such tender things. You do have such tender feelings.
Oh, this is probably when Amicus was saving Marco's life after he
Maybe?
because like remember like Marco went like super unconscious and then the monitors told Amicus the whole plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably where this happens. But
I guess we'll find
You said
out.
it's not concurrent. Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's fine.
Indeed, that was sarcasm. But let me speak seriously once more. After, botching?
Mhm.
Botching.
Botching. You botch it. It is not this.
Yeah, there's no vowel to give its power to make it an O sound, right? So it's botching. See, it works.
Just because it coincidentally works for a lot of words doesn't mean it's a rule.
No, I said it's the theory.
It's a theory. Okay, you can keep it. You can have it. It can be your theory. Once you write your dissertation and submit it to, like, you know, you're
gonna see hardcover books about this topic
like
in
like 10 years. Like, actually, you're gonna submit a paper to fucking Harvard or something. And it's like, by George, he solved it. That's what I think they sound like at Harvard, I guess.
I assume that's... Yeah, they all talk like that, and they all have smart cars, because even their cars have to be graduates.
They're all PhDs.
Yeah.
They're a PhD in car.
Exactly.
Even though they're, you know, very much not like regular mechanical devices.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Their first mission is so terribly. Don't you feel the human and wolf have been through enough? The human and wolf. Okay, so they were talking to neither of them.
Talking to someone else. Huh.
Neither. Why risk their livelihoods once more? Are they talking to Mira?
Are they talking to the parents?
Oh, there's that too. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yes, not my place. Well, despite your best efforts, there remain sapient feelings of empathy within me.
Yeah, so he has to be talking to the parents then, because he's like, yeah, I have to follow your orders, and you tried to make me, you know, try to remove my emotions, tried to fucking Witcher me, I guess.
Sure. Yes, fine. I shall begin watching. Opens TikTok. He claps his paws together. He has paws? This Dwagon has paws?
Maybe he has toe beans. Little beans on his hands. Because I guess for creatures like him, for like a dragon type deal, it would be claws.
Yeah.
They'd have claws, not paws.
Yeah.
But whatever.
It is what it is. Honing his concentration, focusing it down from the vast stretches of the universe, from dimensions unseen, down to a single being in his own realm of existence. A single being on a single moon in a single bedroom next to the wolf. He summons this being with a
simple name. You have to type in a name.
Okay.
So is this...
Is this Marco? Is it, because I guess we could name Marco before.
Yeah, we could.
So if I hit...
If you do...
If I just hit enter... Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So, don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah. Marco.
Hold on.
He mumbles quietly. And he disappears into a whirlpool of bending light. I prefer blending.
Yeah, blending light sounds very cool.
Will he blend?
Does he blend?
Will he blend?
Put him in a blender and go? Eviscerate this little man?
Exactly.
Well, this big man. That'd be quite the protein shake.
I feel myself coming to in the moment where you realize that you're awake. You're waking up. The way I've felt in this moment has changed drastically over the course of my stay here. Just months ago, it was usually the worst part of the day. Having to remember what had happened and all of the obstacles that were ahead. Most of that stress ended with the fight at the amphitheater. Now the feeling of dread has evolved into, well, another kind of dread. The day I will have to say goodbye to is drawing near. Still, along with that feeling comes one of love and relief. Because I know what I'll see when I open my eyes. Okay.
You're like, unimpressed. You're like, run of the mill. I've seen better. That is all that noise you made conveyed. Every single thing.
I guess you're not wrong.
I mean, he's not so bad.
Yeah, but I'm not an
Amicus stan either, but he's not so bad, especially like this. He looks really good.
Yeah, he's cute enough. Sure enough, the Emperor of Adastra is splayed out before me, leaving himself exposed in a way that he never would while awake. Well, at least when it isn't just the two of us. The warmer months on Adastra have arrived, and the same as it was when I first landed on the moon. Because of that, the blending in is especially light. Bedding, not blending.
There you go.
Okay. I want to blend something.
Like what?
I don't know. Some strawberries.
I have a ninja blender. One of the like.
You got some good fruits?
No, I meant to pick up a bag of frozen stuff because I want to start making smoothies again. But I don't have any at the moment.
I see. And our only blanket is pulled down to the point that almost makes him look like a tastefully covered up model. He doesn't really need a blanket. In fact, he hardly ever used them before he met me. Now, he does it for my benefit, starting the night with his body in the blanket wrapped my furless body. Then, usually, by the end of the night, we both become so hot that we end up splayed out, the blanket waddled up off the side of the bed.
That happened to me the other day.
Really?
Yeah, it got really warm in my room, and I woke up and my comforter was just wholly thrown onto the floor. And then another, so this doesn't happen quite as often as that, but I have woken up without any of my clothes on. Somehow. Yeah. And I don't remember that at all. It's pretty awful. It's very confusing. It's like, did I do that, or was this some ghost horror sneaking into my room?
Well, you see, audience, Darian is actually just the nudist. I like the position of it now.
I don't know about that. Okay, that's cute.
Okay. It's like he can feel my eyes on him, though. He shifts, then yawns loudly. Hugely. I stare into the gaping maw for a moment, for some reason tempted to poke my hand inside.
Go. Same. Just... Whenever you see a dog yawn, there's just a primal urge to shove your hand in its mouth.
Or put a stick there, so the bite's still on the stick.
I just try to grab the tongue. I go for the tongue grab. I'm like, get that tongue. I do that with Ash too. When he licks me, because he'll lick my nose a lot when I hold him. Yeah. I reach up and I try to pinch his nose pinch his tongue between my fingers.
Terrible. It's something I would sometimes do when he was yawning particularly hard. Yes. Something that was always sure to annoy him. It's probably less of a good idea to do it while he's still mostly asleep. There's enough power behind those jaws to easily sever any body part I have. He has to consciously restrain himself when handling me, even casually. It's so better to leave the teasing for when he's fully conscious. I smirk at the slight whine at the end of his yawn, kind of like I've heard dogs back on Earth. If he wasn't aware of me earlier, the soft exhale of air from my stifled? Stifled.
There you go.
Stifled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just took a few times.
Laugh gives me away. That piercing blue eye is is on me in an instant, and I'm a little startled by how quickly he honed in on me. Amicus isn't always in the best of moods when he wakes up, especially these days. I clear my throat. Good morning, Amicus. He doesn't say anything, just eyeing me suspiciously. What?
You find something amusing?
Amicus is using his emperor voice on me, a serious tone that I reluctantly have to admit suits him well. But I know the playful, outgoing man underneath that regal exterior, so it doesn't really work on me. I don't think amusing is the right word, my emperor. I glide my hand over the fur on his chest, feeling the swell of muscles before dipping into the valley between his pecs. His little act falters. Slowly, he lays back, and I feel him relax even more than he already was. I feel his abs lose all tension as I rub the hand through his belly fur, rubbing it in a circle and mussing it up. To this day, I find myself marveling over his body. Now, hear me. Let me turn up the gain on this. Yeah. There. Maybe that's good.
Is that better for you?
Probably.
Okay.
His massive size, compared to my own, is awe-inspiring enough. But also to feel how soft he can be, despite the latent power I know sits behind the relaxed, padded muscle. Okay. It's something I got to feel regularly at night. My hands clasping his sides while his chin is against the top of my head. I work to control my thoughts, and knowing that Amicus doesn't have time to for distractions like this in the morning. Slowly, I pull my hand back slightly, sighing. Of course, he notices.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Amicus rumbles deep in his chest, the way the wolves somehow are able to do.
Jeez, okay.
Terrible. Then he turns heavily onto his side, purposefully keeping his paw up so that he stays exposed, encouraging me to keep rubbing. And also probably just enjoying showing off what he knows I really like.
You are the one that always brings up our communication, as you put it.
He breathes in deep, his chest swelling out on his stomach, sucking in a bit, showing off his figure.
So communicate with me, Marco.
I know you need to go to work, but I like being with you here, that's all. Still, my hand reaches out, smoothing over his side, down his ribcage before resting on his side, and I feel the skin and muscle beneath twitch slightly.
That's almost convincing. But if you do not tell me the full truth, I will pin you and smother you while nibbling your ear until even Neferu hears you across the palace.
Okay. You'd like that to happen, wouldn't you? I eye that giant paw that Amicus keeps relaxed near his head.
You would like it even more.
Neferu might like it most. He's weird like that. I open my mouth to keep up our banter, but that's when Amicus does roll over before coming to a stop with his body arched over mine. He keeps himself on his knees and elbows so as to keep his weight off me. I cringe, preparing myself for the overwhelming way his flexible tongue is able to tickle my ear, but instead he presses his lips to mine. I lay underneath him, focusing myself to relax. Forcing.
There you go.
Yeah. Finally, he pulls back, and narrowing his gaze down his muzzle, looking me in the eye.
I love you, but we will discuss this further when I return.
His more serious demeanor is melting away as he becomes more awake, rolling away to stand up next to the bed. I sit there ruefully.
Mm-hmm. Full of rue, if you will.
Okay.
It's right there in the
like annoyed?
Yes. Annoyed, full of anger or ire, maybe. Annoyed, dislike, etc.
It broke out the thesaurus, I see.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I have TikTok open. Fuck.
I can't believe you.
It was an accident. It was an accident. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. I'm keeping myself covered with a blanket so my erection isn't all that obvious. That was mean. There's something just a little embarrassing about how I've known Amicus this long, yet he still has this kind of power over me.
I was teasing, partially. I will want to know if something is really bothering you. Is it the moon tour? I thought you'd be excited.
I am. Surely. I'm fine. I'm just glad we get to have these moments in the morning before you leave. And the week ahead, too.
This portrait of him is pretty cute.
Yeah, I think this is a completely different one from him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a third.
Oh my God.
It's a third different portrait for an Amicus.
Okay.
It's like the line weight's really good. I don't know. I like this.
It's fine.
I like this one the most. I think his face is a lot smaller.
It's not as scrunched as it was in
Yeah,
Kenya.
yeah.
I eye his demeanor. Now it looks like something's bothering you.
It's strange with you. You tell me something, yet half the time, it feels you are telling me the opposite. It's like...
He pauses. I narrow my eyes, knowing what's coming.
You're a bit of a female.
I keep my expression stone cold, knowing that he's just trying to coax me into talking more. I also know if I act offended, that will give him the satisfaction of seeing me contradict myself when it comes to gender equality. You're late.
Yes. I was just joking.
I get my own satisfaction in seeing Amicus flustered over his failed attempt at teasing.
His little angry eyes. It's pretty good.
I roll my eyes, waving him off to show that it's alright.
We will talk later today, for sure, before we leave.
We'll have all week to talk. Better hurry before Virginia uses calm to call you.
Right.
Amicus hurried around the room, grabbing his cape and trousers before disappearing into the bathroom. He skips his usual shower, though he at least brushes his fur. He leans over, kisses me again, quickly this time.
My meeting should only go to the 11th hour. See you then. You'd better be looking forward to our holidays.
I am. Later. I smile back at him, which seems to satisfy the wolf before he disappears out of the room, leaving me alone in the bathroom. I listen to his heavy steps thunder down the hallway before sighing heavily again. What do you think, Calm? Does the 11th hour really mean the 13th or the 14th? The 11th hour refers to the 11th hour in the 19th hour Adastran day. Thank you, Calm. Please pick up where we left off yesterday in Adastra, a history. Very well.
Do you think he has to specify the colon?
I hope so.
Like, the punctuation in the book title is important enough to Calm's syntax that he needs to know?
Yes.
I see.
This is what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I want. Deep in my kokoro.
Deep in your kokoro?
Yes.
When you read titles of books, do you say, if there's a colon, do you say the colon?
World end, colon. What will you do at the end of the world? Question mark. Are you busy? Question mark. Will you save us? Question mark.
You know,
it's one of the best titles I've ever seen.
Oh, it's a great title. Absolutely.
I feel like my heart will always go to Captain Earth.
Yeah.
When I opened the door called Truth, my childhood ended. It was a summer I could never forget.
That's... Oh, I love the title, and I also love how much you've committed it to memory. Like, it is one of your key memories at this point.
I will never forget the title of that anime.
It's really good.
Like, the title is just Captain Earth, but I love that in the logo it says the whole thing. It says that,
yeah.
It's the whole thing is there.
You watch the OP and the logo shows up, that whole spiel appears.
Oh my god.
It's pretty good.
It's so good. We're going to end the part here.
All right. Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, well, it's been like 20 minutes.
I know. It just felt fast, that's all.
It is. You were just having such a good time with Amicus that you just lost track of time.
I mean, the new portraits are really cute.
Okay.
I will say.
Fine. We'll see you around, everyone.